No matter where I am, I can't escape my past. When I saw ballet for the first time, my life changed forever. My war began. Disowned and beat by my father. Threatened to death by ISIS. My life became dance or die.
De 29e editie van de Roze Filmdagen hier in Amsterdam, in het Ketelhuis. En ik sta naast niemand minder dan Ahmad Joudeh.
Hello, hey schat.
Hallo. Welcome, nice to have you back in Amsterdam. You came in Amsterdam in 2017?
2016, by the end of 2016, yeah.
16.
Yeah.
Let's walk on a little bit.
Yeah.
2016 to 2026, and now here in the Ketelhuis, the premiere of your film.
Yeah, The Dancer. This is amazing. I came to Amsterdam with also a documentary in the beginning, which was Dance or Die. And like, this is my 10 years anniversary being in Amsterdam. And here you go, another documentary, The Dancer.
Yeah, back to Damascus, 1990. You were born there in a refugee camp. Your father is a Palestinian and your mother is a Syrian.
Yes.
And then the war broke out. And then how did you end up in Holland, actually?
I was filmed and followed by a journalist back then. His name was Roze. He came to Syria and he made a little reportage about me for Nieuwsuur. And that reportage was seen by the Dutch National Ballet, also with the world. But then the Dutch National Ballet, they invited me to the Netherlands with a scholarship. So I came here, they literally saved my life. I studied and I graduated and worked with them for some time, and I found my own way in the dance world as well.
But you're not only a dancer. Nowadays, you're also like a LGBT and a UNHCR human rights worker. What is it like to be profiled as angel of the earth?
Oh, thank you. Well, I think I wanted to give back. You know, when you receive good, you want to do good and let good flows. And that really helps everybody. So as a LGBTQ plus ambassador, I want to call myself, not only for Bride Amsterdam, but also for our community. I think our voice has to be heard in several aspects, through art, through demonstrations, through music, through dance. We are artists. We live in a unique way. Even like going out to see your friends, our existence by itself is a revolution.
It is, and somewhere on the socials or on the website, you write something about even one little dance step is a way to end the war. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Of course, because nowadays you see like a lot of countries are in war and people don't really learn. Like, refugees became from all over the world and war is happening while we are talking right now. And only dance, in my experience, only dance brought me to other people who I was taught that they should be my enemies. But I could dance with them, I could be friends with them. And then I discovered, like, no, we are not our governments. If our governments that we unfortunately chose, and sometimes we couldn't choose, they put us in war with other countries, that doesn't mean the people of the country should be enemies. We should just love each other and see each other as human beings. I refuse to be my government, whatever government I am in.
Hey, and at one point you even got your Dutch passport. Congratulations.
Ja,
He's
ik ben
Dutch now.
Nederlander nu,
Ja.
maar spreek ik Engels voor mijn mensen of zo.
Yeah, it's all good.
Ja.
But now you're working in San Diego. Why?
Ja.
Why San Diego?
Liefde, schatje, liefde. Ik ging naar San Diego voor mijn man. Ik ben getrouwd. En dit is niet op de media, nog niet. Maar in Nederlands, ik voel me vrij om dit te uitleggen. Want ik heb geleerd wat vrijheid is, alleen in Amsterdam. Alleen ik kon mijzelf zijn. Dit land omarmde mij. En daarvoor, ik kan mijzelf uitleggen als een artist, als een mens, als een LGBTQ+ queen. of king,
Well,
of both.
yeah, I think both. And now you are growing your beard.
Yeah, oh
What's with the beard?
The beard. I'm growing my beard because I'm playing the role Gilgamesh in next week in Los Angeles.
It's an opera, right?
It's an opera, and I'm playing the principal role, and it is a demigod. He is like 2/3 God and 1/3 human, and he was like a brutal leader to his people in Uruk. And that story is like the oldest story they found in the Middle East, which we still live every day. Our leaders, they think they are demigods, and see, Freiheit, they can say anything. Okay. And what I love about this story, that this king, this brutal king to his people, oh, that king he means, um, this brutal king on his people, he found his human side of him through love. When he loved his friend and they went wrestling for 5 days in the woods before they come back like best friends. But then he discovered his human side through love. And I really hope, like our leaders nowadays, I know you think you're a god just because you have the power, but hey, you're also a human. And if you think of love and discover your human side, the best legacy to have is when people remember you with the good you did for your people and the love you transmit for your people. So I say this to the leaders of the world: let's focus on humanity, let's focus on love, let's focus on support our people with happiness and give them joy, because we live for joy. And for the people, don't ever let anyone steal your joy from you.
But the casting bureau could have casted any dancer
Yes.
for this role, but specifically they casted you
Yeah.
because you have a history with the Derwish and with
Yeah.
the Orient and with Levant and this.
Yeah.
How special is that for you that you are casted in this role? What does it mean for you?
Oh my God, means the world. I'm very happy, very lucky, very grateful for health, for freedom, for dance, for every day when I wake up. I'm really grateful. I look around me and I feel like I'm living a dream. To be casted to this role, it gives me a lot of responsibility as well, to be giving my best all the time I'm dancing, even in rehearsals. Like they're always pointing this out, like you're giving Academy Award level of performance all the time when you're dancing. That's what the director said. And I was like, yeah, because I learned in Syria, every time I have a chance to dance, maybe it could be the last time. So I give my best all the time. And also being a Middle Eastern on such a platform, a Middle Eastern dancer. And when I say Middle Eastern dancer, male dancer, we know how difficult to be a ballet dancer or a dancer in general in the Middle East when you are a male or even a female. Even a female, they go after her, they give her, the worst life ever. But it's a fight. It's a fight for existence, for belonging, and I'm here for it since the beginning.
I'm super happy to see you back
Thank you.
after a while. What in 10 years?
In 10 years, if you asked me this question 10 years ago, I would have not imagined I would be here today doing this. But I knew I will see you again, because we met 10 years ago, by the way. In 10 years, I really have this big dream that I would see a ballet company in Syria. And I would love if I will be the person who can share this experience with Syria, because I consider Syria my country, because it's in my blood. Even though I feel I'm in exile because of the free person I am and the free artist I am, but still I have hope for the future, because artist's duty is to educate people through art, right? And then with time and with work, with effort, people getting to know what dance can do. It can change lives, but they still need to be educated about that. How would they know? So with time, hopefully they will understand that, and they will be free enough to be able to accept a ballet company in the country.
Dames en heren, Ahmad Joudeh, dance or die?
My life became dance or die. But dance saved my life. Every time I survived, I would ask why. Like, why am I surviving? I thought like, okay, I think I have a purpose.
We are human beings. We live our life, our existence by itself. The fact that I am alive today, it's a revolution by itself. The fact that I'm still performing, still dancing, it is a revolution by itself. I receive threats still. I wake up to threats every day, and I wake up for love every day and support. You know, all these comments, messages, whatever, judges, it's both sides. But I choose to focus on what motivates me every day. Sometimes your hate motivates me. If you're trying to put me down, just try. I wear a skirt for a living, hi. I love my queerness. I love my free sexuality. I love being myself as a dancer, even if the club, the school, for example, or even at home, or on a stage. That's where we met, girl.
But how is it to see this movie, which is about you, your life, your story? How is it to see that movie again and again?
Well, to see the movie again and again for myself, it is very nice. I love this movie so much because I had a say in the artistic choices in it. By the end of the movie, I decided what I want in it and not, and this artistic freedom they don't really give to people. But I'm always curious how the movie will impact people, especially here in Amsterdam. Like, it's my home now, right? And I almost know everyone, especially in the community. It is a very vulnerable movie. I tell a lot about myself, about my family, even my family in Syria and my family in Amsterdam, the community, I mean, by saying family. Sometimes people perceive it in their own way. You know, art is a mirror. You look at it and then you see yourself. And sometimes people see beautiful stuff and sometimes people see bad stuff. But it's always a reflection to who you are when you are perceiving art. I feel like I'm being hugged, you know, every time I say my community in Amsterdam, and that feeling, it's just priceless. I hope like people can experience this. I hope they can experience belonging. I grew up without belonging, and I only knew where to belong here in this country.
Well, you're very welcome. Merhaba.
Thank you.
Merhaba fi Hollanda.
Shukran, thank you well.
What touched me was that moment when you were talking about this little Ahmed. Imagine if that little Ahmed was sitting here, looking at you. What do you think he would feel about?
He is in my heart. He is here. I think little Ahmed was neglected in the beginning until the moment I realized the only person that is gonna help me at that time is me. Because where I lived, as you could notice, there's no freedom to be yourself. We need to be reconnected to the child within because this is who we are. And this little child knows no boundaries, no gender, no, I don't know what kind of things the society put on us, but I am this little kid. I want to live my life this way. I want to enjoy. I want to have fun with my friends. I want to have fun with my family. I want people to smile when they see me. That's what I want.
Where can we see the film?
Actually, the world premiere in New Zealand, and then it premiered, America premiere in San Francisco Dance Film Festival, and now the European here in the Roze Filmdagen. And I hope it will be shown more through, you know, the program of the Roze Filmdagen. There's like every Tuesday they show a movie. So they are discussing about having this movie also there because the amount of people asking for tickets, it's crazy. It's sold out like from the first 2 days, and then yeah, it's going really well. I feel so happy and so flattered with that.
Ahmad Joudeh, mabrouk.
Habibi,
Gefeliciteerd.
Thank you, Val.
I'm so proud of you, first of all. I think you touch me and you touch a lot of people here. I'm here together with 10 of the residents in our camp. I'm here with my colleague. And I want to ask you something I think is super important. Now I see all the society here and the European countries, they get change a bit of the politic against refugees, also to the right parties. So what is your message to the Dutch community now in this time?
For refugees in general, it's not only the Netherlands, it's all over the world what we experience. Because, I mean, it's normal, strangers coming to the country, blah, 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 we don't know what we're getting, all of that. But my message was like, I am part of the World Economic Forum, and this was filmed even before I got my position there as a young global leader, also a cultural leader, which gives me the opportunity to meet the leaders of the world in Davos, which happened 2 times, and there where I give my messages to the leaders of the world, because we are not our leaders. As human beings, we are human towards a human, and we communicate as such with respect, with care. But our leaders nowadays, these are the decision makers. These are the people that we need to educate. Imagine. These are the people we need to educate. How do you treat your people? So my message was to them, and I gave them these speeches about protecting the LGBTQ plus community, first of all, and everywhere, in your own country. I told him, like, in your own country. We are in Amsterdam, kind of good. We're doing the work. But in your country, you need to protect the LGBTQ plus community, especially the trans community. Also, the stateless refugees. Why are we stateless? I don't get it. We were born in Syria, and we didn't ask refuge in Syria. Think about it. A refugee, they leave a country to another country. And refugees in general, think about the Ukrainians. I'm so sorry for what happened. I'm going to Ukraine to give dance classes soon in June to the people who are displaced. Think about when I am the refugee today, tomorrow it might be you. So let's be nice to each other on a human level.